Now you notice that sometimes when you do that, that you need to stop. You got to sometimes, because the melody, straight melody would go like this. Now, that's really an important thing to know. I probably should have started with that, as a matter of fact. But you see, if you learn the whole cross-picking solo from tab, you may not have a clear idea of what the melody is actually doing, because the melody is buried in all those notes, you know. It's buried in all that note. And when you get it off the tab, that sometimes is a little difficult to figure out which one's a melody note. But you need, when you're cross-picking, you need to make the melody note jump out. And then the cross-picking notes around it are just fluff around it to keep that going. You know, you don't go like this. They're not all equal. The melody note is a little louder than the other. Like that, you see? And if you know the melody, and which ones are the melody notes, it'll automatically jump out. Especially if you're singing it in your head, you know. Oh, bury me beneath. If you're saying that in your head as you go along, those notes will jump out, and the rest of them become background, which is the way it ought to be. So, but to start off, cross-picking and develop a cross-picking solo, and I made that one up, you know. I mean, it's probably pretty close to what any number of people play, but that's my cross-picking solo. And the way I developed it was to go to the chords, like I just did. And then I slowly started adding in some notes to the strum. So I might go. Like that. You see, I started mixing the two. And don't be afraid, too, when you're cross-picking and something like that. Don't be afraid to jump out of your cross-picking pattern and play a strum. You know, kind of, it's a valid technique. It fills it up. It gives a little bit more of that rhythm boost back. Remember, you've lost your rhythm guitar player when you start playing solos. And so by putting in a strum every now and then, you can kind of bring the rhythm guitar player back in a little bit and fill your sound back up.